The AFL is facing a landmark concussion lawsuit as dozens of former players join forces to sue the league. Leading the charge is former Geelong star Max Rooke. Live to Georgia Simpson outside AFL House in Melbourne. Georgia, how much could the league have to pay out here?
Well, Pete, the AFL could have to fork out up to $1 billion in compensation. More than 60 former players have joined the legal battle that was formally launched yesterday in the Supreme Court of Victoria. The lead plaintiff in this case is Max Rooke. He's a former Geelong premiership player and he was crucial to the club's success between 2007 and 2009. Now, Melbourne firm Margalit Injury Lawyers have filed the suit on behalf of all former professional players who have suffered concussion-related injuries between 1985 and March 14, 2023, so almost across a 40-year period. Lawyer Michelle Margalit explained a little bit about some of the impacts and injuries that these players are alleged to have experienced.
I'd say you're severely injured if we can show that you've got cognitive decline, that you're having difficulty in doing activities of daily living, and particularly those injured players who are contemplating things like suicide. Tragically, suicide is something that we hear all too often.
It's understood that some individuals could be seeking compensation for up to $2 million, and this lawsuit also covers families of players that have died as a result of concussion-related injuries. AFL CEO Gil McLachlan has defended the league.
What I'd say is that we take our duty of care seriously. The doctors take their duties of care seriously. We're working, which we've talked about for a long time, through the collective bargaining agreement on a hardship fund for those who need picking up and need our care. And if there's a case to answer, I'm sure we'll be answerable to it.
The AFL say they want to be world leaders in how they manage concussion and head knock injuries, and last month announced $25 million for a long-term study into the effects of concussion, as well as a 5-year plan moving forward on how to better manage things. A similar case in the US that saw former NFL players seek compensation from the league over there resulted in an initial payout of $1 billion US. Margalit Lawyers hopes that this can be settled outside court. Pete?
Yeah, and Michelle arguing that hardship fund that Gil was talking about there is nowhere near enough. Thank you, Georgia. And as she pointed out too, those issues with suicide, they are real. So if you're feeling distressed, folks, Lifeline's always there.